Hello everyone, this is Lottie from Enjoying the Journey. Cancer is a lifestyle. So I know it's been a hot minute since you guys heard from me, but it's just the way it is right now with my treatment. I just don't feel well. And I know I keep saying that and you guys keep telling me it's all right, but I still feel really guilty for not posting regularly. So I do apologize for all of that. And I know you guys are going to tell me it's okay and all, but I just wanted to say that. So I do hope that you guys do have are having a great Sunday right now. What you see before you is are some soap sacks that I've been making for Terry Nana's Crochet Ideas. She is collecting them for a homeless shelter. So, you know, she helps me out so much with all my donations. And no matter what I'm making or where I'm donating, she always contributes all the time. So I wanted to pay her forward for helping me all the time. I made 20 of them. This is the first time I made any soap sacks, so they may look a little wonky or what, but I did my best. So there's I kind of used all my cotton scraps in them. So I kind of think they look colorful, but I know they're not like, other people's, but so I did my best. So yeah, I've never made, but I will tell you that cotton is very funny. Or at least I think it's funny. Some brands are rougher than others. Some are softer. So when I first made my first one, I found it being kind of hard to with the crocheting hook that they suggested. So I ended up, because some are rough and they don't glide on the hook as well. So I did go a smaller hook, and I found that so much easier to work with the different brands, because these are scraps. So, but anyway, I did make 20 of them, and she is coming out to visit. So I'll be passing these on to her. The next blanket that you see right here, this is actually going to be a blessing blanket for someone, and it is in the 2 shades of gray. I made this at the hospital, actually, the last time I was in the hospital. And the gray in the middle that you see, that is, I believe it is Big Twist, the 1-pounder that Granny Crafters Edna sent me, that she donated to the ministry. And I still have more, but don't ask me what this stuff is because it did not have a label and it was donated. But it does have like a fuzzy texture. And it was really hard to work with, guys, because it's fuzzy. It has that fuzzy texture on it. And I have no idea what brand it is or anything. It did not glide as well on the hook. And if you had to rip it out or anything, it was really difficult, so it was hard to work with, but I think it looked really well. I did it on the ends of both, and the blanket came out really nice. I believe this is, what pet is this? The herringbone? This might be the herringbone stitch that I used, and so I'm really happy with it. This is going to be, it's quite large. It will be for a couch or to drape over your bed, but it is going to be a blessing blanket for someone. So, excuse me. Okay, this next one is done in brown tones that I had some beige and brown tones together, and this is done in the V-stitch. Well, you see it, I put it upside down, so it's like an upside down V-stitch, but I did do it in the V-stitch, and I think it came out okay. Yeah, that's the brown one. This next one is by Crystal Bag O' Day. I do have the playlist because I am using the playlist patterns and stitches for Crystal, for Bag O' Day, and also from Creative Grandma. So this one is a Bag O' Day. Now, she did 2 variations. She did the granny square in this pattern, and she also did the rectangle granny square in this. So yeah, the rectangle one. So this is the granny square one, and it basically is just a whole bunch of, it's like one row is puff V-stitch, and the next one is a fan, and then the next one is a, you know, again, a puff V-stitch, and then a shell fan. So I think it looked beautiful. It came out beautiful. I know they're wild colors, but I think they work well together. I like to mix colors. I'm not afraid of color. And, you know, everybody likes all kinds of blanket. Everybody has a different taste, and we have to remember that. But I am quite happy with this one. So let's see the next one. The next one, I just kind of made it. I worked with what I had. I found a pinwheel. And this pinwheel is part of my pinwheel blanket. And I found an extra one that I made that apparently I didn't need. And I thought, well, let me see if I can just add on to it and make just a basic, you know, double crochet square blanket out of it. And using just the two colors that are in the pinwheel. And so it is just, you know, different shades of pink and ivory or cream. And I think it came out okay. It's going to be it's a nice size baby blanket. And I think it looks okay. I saw someone, I forget whose name it was, where she took appliques that she had left over and she kind of turned them into a blanket. She worked around the applique to make it a blanket. This one is all shades of blues, and again, I had a lot of scraps, and you know, these are all scraps, and I had a lot of blues shades, so I was using them. This is in the herringbone, which worked up really fast and nice, very nice. So this is also another decent sized blanket. All these blankets, besides the blessing blanket, are going to be part of a donation to the families of the prisoners. I've been doing this all year, working on that, and we'll see how many blankets we can make, and then we're going to donate them. I still haven't really decided what organization I'm going to use that that helps the prisoners' families, but I will get back to you on that when I do. Well, I'm just going to let the Lord speak to me on that. So this is, again, the same pattern from Bag O' Day, but this is the rectangular version. And if you look up, it is the puff V-stitch, and then the shell, then the puff V-stitch, then the shell, and it just kept alternating it. This blanket I did twice. When I started it, it was during that 1 week that I was just so sick, and nothing I made that week literally worked. I mean, I ripped out almost everything I made. I don't know if I couldn't concentrate or whatever, but I had a hard time. So I ripped it out. I don't know why, because it's actually a really nice, easy pattern. And it is Bag O' Days. I don't know if I mentioned the other playlist that I use is Creative Grandmas. Both of the links to that are down below in the description. If you want to just go in and follow. I'm doing, I'm taking a turn with each one. I just do the next one, and, when I'm done, I go to the follow. I did have a problem with the rectangle part. Each time I did it, she did, and I made the same mistake both times. So I don't know if it's me or, I don't know. I swear, she said to chain 12. But somehow I ended up in the row with an extra shell when I started. More than, not that it made any difference. I think it still looks good. But when I started, for some reason, I ended up with an extra shell both times. But it still did well. So I think it looks okay. I'm just going to point that out. Okay, this one is a Creative Grandma. And I had, again, some blue and gray left over. This was such an easy pattern. And if you look, it is just basically double crochet, chain in one stitch, chain one, double crochet in the same stitch, skip two, double crochet in one stitch, chain one, double crochet in the same stitch. And so it's just an easy pattern, really mindless crochet. I loved it. Creative Grandma does a lot of these, but I wish I knew what she calls them because a lot of times they don't give it a name, right? They just call it what stitch this is actually. So this next one is my last one, and it is an alpine stitch, and I've made many alpine stitch blankets. I don't know why this one is curling on me on the ends, even though I gave it a border, a very small, I think it's a double crochet border, and I still am curling on it. So as you can see, I had a lot of blues and creams, and but yeah, these are my blankets. I don't know what my count is. I am keeping a count on my Facebook page, the ministry page. I am posting them and I'm giving them a number, and I think I am over 30 so far. I'm not exactly sure. It's probably more. I think I'm approaching 40 blankets right now. So, but anyway, that's what I got this week. I'll try to post as soon as I can next one. And I hope you guys have a great, great Sunday. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.